Abhijit, any issues?
Practice that I have some work on college, so I have to go to
Okay,
college
okay.
and
No problem. Okay, so let us open Studios project using Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Visual Code. Okay, so next, let us activate our virtual environment. Let us start with Python from server. So this is the project that we created. So here we can see the added movies on our homepage. So if you want to add a new movie, so you can go click on that add movie and it will redirect to this page. So in this page you can add movies. So but in yesterday we have tried to upload images, but those files will not get uploaded. So you can check. So those files will actually upload to this media folder, right? So as I said, so we have created a media folder and we have set path for that media folder in our settings. Okay, so here, so and we have allotted a subfolder for posters to store in this posters folder, but there is no poster folder is created. There is no images uploaded to this movie. Okay, so to accept images, what we have to do is we have to add few more settings to our HTML file. So let us go to movies templates. Let's go to add movie. So in this form, we have to add encryption type, multi-part form data. Okay, and in our view, so here request.post, right? So in addition to that, you have to accept request.files as well. Okay, so by this, now if you create a new movie, so those details will be those image details will be stored in the database. Okay, so if you check previous data. Okay, so for the two movies we showed, there is no poster part. Okay, because we didn't create that. So let us delete all this post. Let us delete all the data. The data is that we have two movies data that are displaying on our homepage, which is Furiosa and Fall Guy. Okay, so now let us delete them. Okay, so now if you check, there are no data in our database. If you refresh here, so you'll get no movies to display. Okay, so now, so first let us style this form and then let us create movies. Okay, so to style, we have to install two modules in extra, right? Okay, so let's go to our project and let us start the server and install Django, Django Crispy Forms, and next one is Crispy Bootstrap. Okay, so we have to install these two modules so that we can automatically style our forms. Okay, so to work them properly, we have to first add them to installed apps in our settings. So in third-party apps, add crispy forms and add crispy bootstrap file. Okay, and we should add additional two variables as crispy hello template tags equal to bootstrap file and crispy template tag equal to bootstrap file. Okay, and again in the you see, so instead of adding this to every file, so let us add those to our base.html so that this will be available to all the pages. So in addition to this here, let us load. Okay, so here let us load crispy forms filters. Okay, and let us load crispy forms tags. Okay, so these two are essential to automatically style your forms. Okay, and in your add movie page, you have to remove this as p and add crispy. Okay, so now if you run your server and go back to your add movie page and refresh, crispy. Base.html crispy forms filters crispy forms tags. Yeah, filter crispy. Okay, so let us add these to individual pages itself. Yes, it's not working with base page. Let us import in our actual form page. So now let us refresh. Okay, so now we can see that this form got automatically styled. So now let us reduce the size of this form so that look good. Do that. So let us use style tags width of some 50 pixels. Okay, and let us align this into center by mx dot auto. So mx mean the sense margin in the x direction. Auto in the sense it will equally distribute the margin on both sides, which means it will center this entire form. Okay. So now let's refresh. So here you can see how this form looks a little bit better. So which we have to give title, poster, description, and year of release. Okay, and let us enter this button as well. Okay, so now let us try to create movies. Okay, let us add folder. Let us choose an image. Let us add the description, the movie. Let us add year of release is 2004. Now we add so this movie is created in database. So now let us check whether the image file is stored in this media folder or not. So here you can see. So posters subfolder is created, and you can see the fall guy is photo is stored in this database, this folder. Okay. So now if you go back to your MySQL DB, and now if you try to check the poster, so in this poster field, you will store the path of your image. Okay. So if you see here, so in model, in movies model, so we have defined an image field upload to posters folder. Okay. So here this file is uploading to this folder. As I said, in relational databases, we cannot store images or any file data. Okay. So that's why we are storing the images in this folder. Okay. So what actually this poster field stores is the path of this image. Okay. So it will have only the path address of this image. Okay. So now let us try to display that image on our website as well. Let's go to home page. So in this home page, we are displaying title and description, right? So about title, let us try to display this image. Okay. So to read the display image, source. So in the source, we will define the path type. So the path can be defined as movie.poster.url. Okay. So if you access like this, actually, so the movie.poster is the field, right, in your table, in your model, right? Additionally, you have to add .url so that you will get the full path to your image. Okay. So next, I will mention some height 50, 200. Okay. So these are the fields that I have given for image. Now, if you go to your home page and refresh, so poster. Okay, so to serve images, we have to add a few more additional settings in our URL space so that then only we can access images. Okay, okay. This is because of security reasons. To serve images, you have to go to your config folder, main project folder in that URLs. So you have to add additional settings like first import settings from django.conf import settings. Okay, and import from django.conf.urls import sorry, static import static. Okay, so now to serve images, you have to URL patterns plus equal to static, or you can add this path directly to your paths. Okay, static settings dot media URL. So we have defined this variable in our settings.py file, which is this. So we are accessing this into this URL file and document root equal to settings.media.root. Okay. So additionally, we have to show URL patterns is a list of path and the path instances. Mhm. Okay. So let's do one thing. So let's copy this, let's cut this URL patterns is equal to. Okay. So like this, add this static. So here what we are doing is we are allowing the files to access files from your website. Okay. So this is for security reasons. You have to do an additional setting to allow files. Now if you go and refresh, so you'll get the poster. Okay. Just so like this we can create. Let me have few more user. Okay. Let us add curious image. Let us add description. Okay. Here of release. Add movie. Okay. So now this movie is added as well. So like this you can add movies. So now let us create. So if you click on this particular title, so it should open another page for this particular movie, and it should display entire contents of this movie. Okay, so in this page we are just displaying a poster, title, and some summary of your description. Okay, so in the details page, movie details page, you will display year of release and full description of the movie. Okay, so let us implement that. So for that, let me create template. So I have already created template as movie details. So in this movie details, copy this card details and remove all the so and I will change this to movie details. So in this, I will place the previous card that we to display on our home page. So here I will remove the slice so that it will display entire description of the movie. Okay, so previously we slice it to display just 50 characters. Okay, so now I have removed that. Now here in the bracket that we have movie dot period of release. Okay, and let add a width to this. So 500 pixels. Let us align this center. So, so now to fetch this movie, we have to create a view. So I have created the view for that as well, movie details. So in this, to retrieve a particular movie by ID, movie equal to movie dot objects dot get ID equal to movie ID. Okay, so for this view, we are getting an additional parameter called as movie ID additional to request. Okay, so this movie ID will be the movie ID in our database. Okay, so now so let us render this render request movies slash movie detail.html and let us pass the fetched movie. Okay, so now I have sent this to the front end. Now let us assign a URL to this details. Let us create a path details, and in addition to this path we have to get this movie ID. Okay, so for that we can create a dynamic URL to accept that, which is integer. So we want a movie ID. Okay, so ID is a number, so that's why I have given as integer movie ID. So you have to give the same name as the parameter that we are expecting here. Okay, so the name should be same. So I have attached the URL as well. So now in our home page, so let us add this URL to our movie title. So in home page, so here we have this movie title in URL. So in this we attach that to an URL. Okay, so URL movie details. Okay, and we have to pass additional movie ID, which is this movie.id. Okay, movie.id. So for this particular record, I'm assigning that ID to this URL. Okay. So now if I go to this website and if I refresh, and now if I click on this title, so it will open this movie details page. Okay. So in this movie details page, you get all the complete details of this your movie. Okay. So like this, we can. So now if you go to home page and if you click on Furiosa, so you'll get Furiosa details. Okay, so if you check the path here, So here you can see path as 5. Okay. So 5 is the ID of this Fall Guy movie. Okay. We check the path of Furiosa. So Furiosa's path is ID is 6. Okay. So here dynamically the ID number is changing, and the same URL is serving different types of content. Okay. So these type of pages are called as dynamic pages. Okay. The same page will serve different type of content. Okay. Based on the ID you are giving to that page, so the data will be displayed. Okay. So now we have completed how to access movies. Okay. And how to access individual movies. Okay. And how to create movies. Okay. So now let us implement edit. Okay. To edit, let me create. Here we have created update movie, right? So in this update movie, so let me copy the code of add movie, and paste in the update movie. So in this, change this to update movie. So here, get movie details. So here we'll get a form that will pass update. Okay. So that's it. Change this to color. Yeah. So now let us implement a view to handle this update request. So I have defined a view, so which will also require a movie ID, because here we are particularly updating a particular selected movie, right? So to filter that movie, we need movie ID. Okay. So here movie equal to movie dot objects dot get ID equal to movie ID. Okay. So with this Django ORM query, we will get the movie details, movie object into this movie variable. Okay. So now, so we have to deal with two types of request. One is request dot method equal to post. Okay. Actually, this should be put request because we are trying to update. But HTML forms support only get and post request. So that's why we are using post request. But if you are using any other frameworks for your front end, like JavaScript, so in that case, you can access this request as put, because we are trying to update. As I said, for HTTP request, right? Get, post, put, delete. Okay, so get is used to retrieve data, post is used to create data, put is used to update data, and delete is used to delete data. Okay, so here let us implement this post request later. Now we want to serve the form. Okay, form equal to movie form return render request path movies update movie.html send form. Okay. So now to access this update page, so in our movie details page, let us add a button to edit movies. Okay. So let us go to movie details HTML page. So in this, after this title, okay, so let us add a button, edit button. So for this, let me use bootstrap icons, or simply let us use edit. So now, when I click on this button, so it should go to the edit page. To do that, I have to give the URL. So the URL for edit page is what we have given. We have not yet assigned, I guess. So it is assigned get movie. Okay. So this is the URL for update movie page. Okay. So here also we required movie ID because we need in our views we are expecting an movie ID to filter the particular movie. Okay. So now the movie name is URL name is movie update movie, right? So update movie, and you have to pass movie ID. So which is movie.id. Okay. So now if you go to your if you refresh your website and you go to some, so here you will get an edit button. Okay. So now if you click on this edit button, so it will redirect to update movie details page. Okay, but to update, you need to access previous data, right? So in this forms, you need previous data so that you can make modifications to the previous data, right? So to achieve that, so in your views, you have to pass. So here in the views, we are passing the form, right? So this form, whenever we are trying to access this page, so you will get, this will be get request. Okay. So if I refresh, you can check in this log. So this will be a get request. Okay. So the request method equal to post will fail. Okay. So now, so in this, we have to pass this movie. Okay. To pass that instance equal to movie. Okay. So now in this form, you will get pre-filled data. Okay. Which is previous data. Okay, so now if you go to movies page, okay, so now if you click on movie details page and edit button, so now here you get the previous data. Okay, so this is the previous data associated with this form. So now you can update this. So I'm changing this to, I'm simply adding an edited tag so that you can find changes. So here also I am trying to edit, edit it. So these two changes will be added to the updated to the page. Okay. So but we didn't implement the update code yet. So if you click update, it will nothing will happen because I have not yet implemented it. Okay. So first let us implement it in our view. So here I have used the pass keyword so that I can implement it later. So now let us implement it. Form equal to. So let us read the form that we are trying to send from front end to back end. So which is request dot post and request dot files, and we have to pass the instance equal to the movie. Okay, so like this you can read that a new data that we have updated in our front end to our back end. Okay, now check whether form is valid or not. Is valid, whether the data we have tried to send in our form is valid or not. So if valid, click on form.save. So this will save the updated data to our database and then return redirect. Okay. So after successfully updating the details on our update page, so it should redirect back to movie details page so that we can see the updated changes. Okay. So for that, movie details. Okay. And let us pass movie ID equal to movie.id. Okay, so this movie details page will expect an additional movie ID parameter in the URL, right? So you can pass that additional parameter like this. Okay, movie ID equal to, so this movie object dot ID. Okay, so now let us try to update. So now if you go to some page like curious folder and you try to open it in the edit option. So now I am writing it as edited. Okay, here also I am mentioning as edited. So these are the changes I made to this. So now if I update, click on update. So here it is redirected to movie details page. Here you can see in the title this edited is added. Okay. So here also you can see in the description this edited is added, which means the content is modified. Okay. So now let me remove that. So if you check in the database, it will get modified. So here you can see the fall guy edited. Okay, here and original state. Okay, so let us roll back to previous data. Okay, so let us remove this edit tags. So like this, you can edit the content. So update. So now is active. Okay, so like this, you can edit whatever the content you want. Just here yourself. Okay, so it will change to here. Okay. So like this, you can edit your content. Now, finally, let us implement delete. Okay, to delete content. So let us create a view to handle it. So we have already, we don't require any HTML page for this. For this, we only need a view to handle the delete request. So in this delete movie, we need additional parameter called as movie ID so that we can able first filter the movie and then delete it. Okay. So now let us filter it. Movie dot movie equal to movie dot objects dot get ID equal to movie ID. Okay. So now with request dot method equal to post. Okay. Yeah, actually it should be delete request, but HTML doesn't support delete request. So that's why we are performing all the three operations like post, put, delete using post request. Okay, but if you are using JavaScript for to handle these requests, then you can use whatever the request you need. Okay, so if request is post, movie dot delete. Okay, and then return redirect to. So here let us redirect to home page. Okay, so after deleting, we can't access any movie details, right? Because that content will be deleted. So let us go back to home page. Okay, so when we click on delete button, let us show a confirmation page. Okay, so in that confirmation page, do you really want to delete this movie like that? Okay, so for that, let us create a confirmation page like okay, so in this let us the same content almost but change delete movie as title delete movie and here let's remove the font and let me add a message like are you sure for deleting movie with title without title. Okay, and just give options like two options to whether delete or cancel. To create, let us create two buttons, which is cancel. Okay, so if you click on cancel button, so it should redirect back to movie details page. VID equal to movie. Okay, so the button. So this button is delete button. So DTM. Okay, so that will be okay. Now let us render this for the question. Let's pass the movie and let us give an URL to this page. Okay. So this URL also require a movie ID parameter because our view is expecting an additional movie ID parameter to filter the movie. So if the request is true, then it will delete. So now let us add a delete button to our movie details page. So here we have movie details page, right? So here we have edit button. So in addition to that edit button, let us add delete button as well. Copy this delete button, paste, change color to red color by BPM change. Here delete maybe, okay, and change this to delete. Okay, so now if we go and refresh your site and go to any particular website movie, so here you have edit button and delete button. Okay. So now if you click on this delete button, so you will get this option like, are you sure about deleting the styles? Okay, so like this, are you sure about deleting movie Furious? If you click on cancel, it will redirect back to movie details page. Okay. So now if you click on delete, so it will successfully delete from the database so that on the it will redirect back to home page. So in this home page, we have only one movie because the previous movie got deleted based on deleted. Okay, so like this, we can perform all the four CRUD operations like create, access, update, delete. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
let us add few more movies. Okay. So like this, we can create and access all the movies. You can click on a movie and you can access details, complete details of the movie, and you can edit using this button. Okay, update after update, the movie is changed to capital letters. If you try to delete, you will get that. Are you sure about deleting movie interstellar? If you cancel, it will redirect back to details page, or if you try to delete, so it will delete from the database and it will redirect to home. So these are the actions that we are supposed to perform on this website. Still, this project is not yet completed. So we have to discuss about relationships in databases. So relationships are the relationship between different tables. Okay. So how to link different tables using relationship, that should be discussed as well. So we will further more uh, explore in this project so that we will scale up this project with few more details like directory details, uh, journals. Okay. So using those, we can understand about relationship. Okay. So any doubts from today's class?
Sir, can I do this and add it to my resume?
Sorry, can you do this? And
Can I do this project and add it to my resume?
yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anybody have any doubts? Okay, then to practice from yesterday's class and today's class, you will have the complete details of this project. So explore yesterday's class and today's class and practice this. So in tomorrow's, not tomorrow, on Monday, we will add few more details to this project so that it will be the complete project. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.